All right, so I'm going to tell you what a lot of people won't, because I want you to get the results that a lot of people don't. I can remember the last time I did affirmations and made blue solar water. I actually did it, gang. And I can remember the last time I did it, there was some real important shit on my mind. These phrases are very revealing. I did some affirmations. I made some blue solar water. If I had sticky tape, I probably would have made a vision board. I couldn't even afford the sticky tape. I was big on double-sided sticky tape and photos from the Rob Report. God, glossy photos, first-class bullshit. That was many, many moons ago. But I can remember the last time something was so important to me that I felt small. And because I felt small, I started doing affirmations. I got blue bottles and sat them out in the sun. I felt like I needed help. I felt small. It upsets some people that I've got the attitude that I do, but I'm going to tell you, it all starts with the attitude of Abdullah. You probably know the story where Neville was excited. You know, he was imagining, he was walking as though he were in Barbados. Out of the blue, his brother sends him a check, sends him some money, says, come on down, book your way, or buy your suit. I think he already booked the tickets. I can't remember the details, but I remember this. Neville goes to Ab. He's excited he's going first class. Ab slammed the door. Ab gave him the lesson of attitude. And I'm sure Neville was shocked by this. I'm sure he was upset by this. But he stopped he started finally going all the way. When you go all the way, you're not going to have any need, any want, any interest, any desire in adding blue solar water to the mix. Or saying, I love you, forgive me, whatever the phrases are. You're not going to have any interest in cutting Akka cords or praying to the patron city or the patron saint of the city that you live in or the country that they reside in. You're not going to have any interest in walking around saying, I'm a millionaire. What you will be doing is noticing the experience of how can I invest my time, my money, my imaginal act? How can I invite others? See, one of the things that I notice, I serve people who want to be ex-hostages. That's what I am. I sold out. I actually became a hostage in a prison riot. You all know that story. No little boy grows up imagining, you know what I want to do? I want to be a prison guard. Now, one of the things I wanted to do was be a police officer, be someone who was held in respect because of how they served their community. I'll never forget that, there was a patrolman, his name was Tony Martin, and Tony meant the world to me. Tony was just a stand-up guy, and as a little guy, when I looked at Officer Tony, I thought, I want to be like him. I want to make a difference. I want to stand for what's right. And I was having a tough time getting one full-time police job. I had 3 part-time ones, and when that became untenable, I decided I'll go to the Department of Corrections for 10 years. I lasted 4 months before the riot. And that's where my journey with this began again, because I had to straighten my brain out. I was living with an internal shitstorm. And here's the big thing, gang. Not only did I feel small, I felt broken. And when I couldn't get on my own 2 feet quick enough, I felt defective. Shame, guilt that I couldn't provide for my family, all that stuff. Been there, done that. And years later, after I thought I got this stuff down, I found myself under pressure again. Right? I'm talking decades later. And it's like, you know what? I need to add something in. What'll help me stay in state? Yeah, that's right. What I drink and what I say. Blue solar water, affirmations. That didn't last long, by the way, because I realized I'm just feeling small. And I'm done feeling small. It's time to explore vastness again. And so when I moved here and I decided, what do I want to do with my life? What do I really want to do? What do I want to strip away? And we started making up the courses. ManifestingMasteryCourse.com. That's an easy one. Right? That was a lovely one to make up. It's an easy one to do. And that all started with one little premise. What would I do? So you can get a 90-day visa and come visit Australia. That's how I spent my first year here. I was here on visitor visas. 90 days in, then I'd have to leave. 90 days in, then I'd have to leave. 90 days in, then I'd have to leave. I did that for almost a year and a half, actually. But there's a problem with that, and that's that they don't like you to do that. And there's another problem with that. I got tired of it. I lived on jet planes every 90 days flying around the world someplace. But when I decided, you know what, enough is enough. It's time for the first class experience. I don't visit Australia. I'm a citizen here. End of line. And when I decided, you know, what do I want to do for the rest of my life? I want to share this experience because I've played small. I've done stupid. We all have. When you feel small, you do stupid. It doesn't mean you are stupid. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to explore the vastness and the fastness that you are. You can do it with us. I've got my suggestions. The backbone of all of it, ManifestingMasteryCourse.com. We've put out some really cool shit in the past year because we noticed, I was just shared in an email today, where the products, the packages, and the courses all come from. They come from you. The Secrets of Surrender, a lot of people are still trying to play Tony Robbins with this. A lot of people are trying to push, persist, making it work. So we explored that with a couple hundred clients and put out the Secrets of Surrender pack. Other people were at war with 3D reality all the time, so we put out the streetcar method. Just sharing how we've helped hundreds of people. Make it easy, make it fun. But here's the number one thing. You got to make it all about you by letting it be all about you. Because you can't make it all about you. You get to notice when you let it be all about you, you play your part and so does everyone else. When you try to make it about you, you try to define what they do, when they do it, when it happens, how it happens. And you didn't come here to be a manager. You came here to discover who you are and how this works. So if you got gold today, I've made a few very obvious suggestions. ManifestingMasteryCourse.com is the backbone of all we do. I've mentioned it to 2 people this past week. You've been around us for years. When are you going to do it? 90 days. Yada, yada, yada. ManifestingMasteryCourse.com. And for the other goodies I mentioned, NevilleGoddardStore.com. Go there, do that, have fun. And notice if there's any temptation to add in blue solar water affirmations, tapping, endless brainwave recordings. Good Lord. Siggles. Siggles make me giggle. You give me delightful laughter when you succeed. Because for you to really get this, you get to really get who you are. And as you get really who you are, you'll be like me and Ab slamming the door, being the blessing. Have a lovely day. See ya.